Happy new month, happy new month, happy new month, everyone. So, you just forgive me in case maybe you see some network disappearing here. I'm trying to get my Wi-Fi back. Actually, I was thinking even of getting the Starlink, yeah? But bad luck, my region does not really support that Starlink. But if you have connection, kama kuna connections Starlink around Thika, these areas, make sure that at least you contact me if you have those connections. Kama kuna those connections of the Starlink, if you have a Starlink, in case you have yours that you're selling, I need like 200 Mbps. I normally operate a very high the things that really needs fast internet. How are you doing, Linsley? How are you doing? Good afternoon. How are you doing? Happy new month to you, Patrick. And we expected a drop from 46.30. Do we expect a drop, or you're saying that do we expect a drop from 46.30 where we are right now? That is what we're going to check. Don't be in a hurry. Don't be in a hurry. This. So we're going to check that right now. What happened? If you've been here last, week, you've seen what we have been saying. I'm telling you, gold is really going to drop very hard, and I've been questioning you on that. So you see what happened. Definitely, what happened after that. Then remember the regions that we marked. That is last week, 44. Yeah, there was something I was talking about, and I think it's only that the stock dropped, but also I was expecting the recovery for the gold signed, but at least now, the market really decided to do its thing here, which is no problem at all. At least we are still on that track. So we're going to check and what is really going to be happening to the market. Today I was late. I'm trying to find something here. Yeah, my computers here, people. Why these guys are not really updating my networks? Yeah, thank you so much. It's now connected. So allow me to switch this. Amazing. Now we are here. So if you're here, so I want us to look what is really going to be happening. You can see these are very big momentum, and when you look on the daily time frame, you can see those two things here. What we get from this market. If you're trying to call me with my phone, I lost my phone. I lost one of the phones, so I'm remaining. I had 3 phones, so I just remaining with the 2 phones here. I'm using this iPhone here and this, so I lost one phone. That is very important, that I normally use to communicate with people. So this Samsung, and so I normally have 3 phones. So oh my god, so I know people will be trying to call me with the other phone, but I really don't have that phone. So if you call me and you see I'm off, that is for the people who will be joining this. Then just know I lost one of the phones. That's crazy. Anyway, it's a new month, and the new month that really started. We are at 46.28. Quick thing, what I really going to check right here. That is what I want us to check quickly. Instead, in case maybe you have your position that you really want to adjust from this market, or you want to have some entries. Let's see this quickly. I want us to check this quickly. Very quick. Now, I want us to see, number one, the regions that we were talking about last week. That's very important, because so that we cannot repeat again. I don't want to repeat again the analysis that we did last week. I want us to go straight to the point. I want us to go straight to the point. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go to this Friday. So I'm going to check on Friday right here. So on Friday, please relax. So I want us to find as good, but we wanted to go on a shortcut way, like very quick. Yeah, very quick on this. What's the problem, man? Are you okay? Amazing. So you can see these are levels that we are talking about. So so you can see those levels that we were talking about. Did the market actually touch these areas here? 48.94. Did we have reactions here? Did we have 44.94? Actually, the market decided to touch 44.04. That is crazy, but we were expecting to see at least these prices here. But remember, over the weekend or over those days, the region or the orders can really change, of which can actually now alter the position or how the market is really going to react in different areas. And that's why you see now that is really happening. And you see, after this analysis that we did here of where the market was to drop all the way to 44.92, that is the last price as I was expecting. So if I'm bought, actually I'm deciding to buy at 44. Let me show you here. That was a very good entry, because from 44.92 there was where I was looking to buy, although some orders were really changing so fast. Something were really changing. It's really changing. Forget about the what 44. Let me show you 44. Yeah, look at that. That is 44.70, and also silver at 74. So those are my entries that I earned. Don't know whether this is visible, but those are the orders that I earned from this market, and I'm running in a very good profit here. That is from the trend that I entered around 44 this early morning before we just decided to just come live today. Now, what is really going to be happening by checking on this market is purely let's see where we have reached in terms of the RSI. The market is really drilling down, and you can see we have really recovered. So anytime you see 90, the market approaching 90s there on the daily time frame, just know there is danger. The market can really not move in a very straight line. At least I know now we have now the monthly shaking, and you can see the market is still up. We have a shake here. Now I want us to start with the monthly time frame to see, are we really going to achieve new highs? Because remember, we are swing traders. We are people who can own trains for at least a long time, more than others, but at least you know when you start focusing high, the market always respect that. The 15-minute time frame, you are going to lose a lot on that. So at least 100 time frame, 100 time frame, that is now where the profit are. But at least we need a good amount of money. So if you're watching this and probably you normally trade with $10, $20, this is really not going to work for you. This is really not going to work. This is not really going to work. Now, what is happening here? So if you look at this market, we end this gap that was not really filled here, but at least now you can see the market has actually went all the way to this area 44.11. Now where is the next step? You can see 48.99 here is what we call the market closing and started moving all the way down to these areas. Now where is the next step? Because on the monthly time frame, I think the goal has actually been achieved around this area here, because the next month is going to be crazy, and I know this candle here opened on the Monday 2nd. Let's see, Monday 2nd February 2026. I think this candle might be closing maybe today. So we are going to see another one. So this from when did we start moving up? Since we got on the block around that is 32.91. Even if you take it all the way to the top here, you see that we have already achieved 50% of this zone here. So from now on, once you see the prices touching 54, although the global market is really going at the risk right now, so around this zone here, So the next month that we're going to have this market moving up. So the order that I took at 44, I'm going to hold it at least for a very long time now. So I know there's a fear. Some people are really fearing gold right now, but this now the opportunity where it comes in. Now this is a region that we're expecting to see. So the prices here is bought around this corner here. We have already achieved 50% of that, and now we are going to create new highs from this market, from this candle here, and probably this all of this candle is really going to be a week. There's possibilities for that. This candle can actually all of it be weak. The market is still going to push high. I don't expect to see 40 below 4,000. So in case even you buy with even 0.1 and hold for long, I think that is really going to be good compared to really selling from this market right now. Buying from here is absolutely so. If you are long-term trader, like you're going to hold like 2 weeks or 3 weeks, I think the best opportunity now comes from buying. And once you see the lower prices 45, then it gives you a good opportunity now to keep buying. Remember also, if you're not following me on TikTok, I'm updating daily what we're getting from the market, that is fundamentals. So ensure that you check that so well. Ensure that you check so well me on TikTok for more update of the news that we normally get. At least that is a place I can update this quickly. So ensure that you follow me there. Right, so that is what I expect in the next coming month. Now, what do we see from 4-hour time frame on this market? This is a market that moved so well here. So in case maybe you are in a buy position, I think this is a bad time for you, because this candle that you see here has already fulfilled this goal here, and there's likelihood to continue to move at least below those prices that we really have right now. The reason is, you can see every candle. Let me just show you the alignment of 4-hour time frame. When I check, you can know this market is really completed. You can see, for example, let's even start with this candle here. Let's even start with this. All right. If you look at this candle, when it dropped, we end another opening here, but at least went at least half of the previous candle, the same way with the previous this one, the same way with this, the same way with this, the same way with this, and now we have this candle here. So if you are planning to buy around this area where the market is right now, then this is really going to be a very, very bad for you. This is going to be very bad for you. But this is just time to give something like gold a time to move. But in case you really want to be on the wrongness side, I think this is this is the place where the market shorts, right? This is where the market shorts, and you want to place your trend or stop loss directly above the previous candle. So because when it engulfs this candle, then the market is really going to be moving on the way up. So because of this, the market is still on a continuous to move down, and that is what we are seeing right now. So the market is not up, the market is not moving up, as we can see now from this candle that we see here. This is where the market is going to reverse. I'm not telling you to sell at this zone here. Of course, selling now from the gold is really going to be suicidal, right? Now look at this, but at least I want you to look on what is going to happen to this market, and at least that candle is going to reverse from that. That is just simple things on how to know how to align these candles. So the price here, as you can see, is around 40 something here, 46, 40 something here. You can expect these prices to drop even 45 something, so 45 and that. So that is what you can expect from this market. So that's why you see, you have to know when the right time to buy and sell from this market. Number one, you see, you can't buy from this market when it has this place. At least when you buy from 44 something here, 44 plus, or maybe slightly 44, then that is going to be a good opportunity compared to buying at the top, right? We got that. So that is what we can expect. You can see very 42.27. These prices are really fast. And remember, if you have small account and you're using stop loss here, avoid the stop losses, a big account, and avoid big lot sizes, because you can wipe your account very fast here. very possible. I'm going to wipe all your account very fast. Be very careful on this. All right, that is what you're getting from this market. And yeah, so I can expect, I'm not selling from that point here, but I'm just want to make a point that this area here is not a very good opportunity for you to buy. But at least now be prepared to buy long. So that is what I'm going to write here. I'm going to give you a warning just as I gave you the last one. Be prepared current price is, let me write 46, going to $6,000. So we move into $6,000. So that is what I want to write here. So brace yourself, the market is going to explode. And what so many people are really going to do on this, they're going to be, there are so many things that people, this is what is called manipulations. This money, once you see gold is really losing, 9 trillion does not really evaporate on the market. It still goes to some people pockets. And this is what normally happens. You sell, you lose money. Actually, they short market at the top, and then you keep selling, and then you keep losing money. And once the market start going like this, people panic, there's fear everywhere, and people are starting to sell. And then they pump again money to move the market on the upper side when there is big fear. So when there is fear, when there is big fear, of course, more money is get pumped into the market. When there is greed, of course, big corrections happened. Just go and look for the mini indicators. You see, the moment the people are very ingrained, that is the time the gold decided to sell just 1 hour, 5 minutes. The prices were very down because people are very ingrained at the time. Look at also the silver. Silver was really very up because of the greediness. So when people are very ingrained, be careful. And when there is maximum fear, ensure that you prepare for buy. That is simple language. The prices for the gold right now is very cheap, $1,000. So this is what you can do. This is, trust me. Let me give you this calculation. So in case you have money, if you have $1,000 right now, buy from 45, or maybe even at the current price, that is 46. Then you can see from the current price that we have, all the way to the current price that we have, all the way to another high, all the way from the top, the high that we created of 5,600. That's $1,000. So if you have like $1,500 in your account, you buy gold with 0.01 and hold, because that is going to flip your account within the shortest period. It's going to, gold is really going to move to those highs again. All right, but make sure instead of just trending like this, make sure at least you hold at least, because there's no way you can lose. If you have $1,500, there is no way gold is going to 2,000. We can't touch 2,000. So you can see you in a better. So these are the biggest possibilities that you can have in the market. Just to two. Is this the safest place to buy right now? Am I safe to buy? It's just the same thing that is happening in the crypto area. If you look at Bitcoin right now, it has dropped off the way from 75. If you look at all-time high, it is 126,000. I know Bitcoin, and I've been in these crashes like 2022. I know Bitcoin was 69,000. It dropped to 15,000. Actually, that is almost a quarter price. But right now, with the exposure that we have on the Bitcoin, there's no way it's really going to drop to below 50,000 we can't. If it's really going to drop below 50,000, then there's no one going to trust Bitcoin again, and I think it will never come back again. But at least expect the prices to move up after that. All right, that is what you are really getting here. I don't want to confuse you with what I've written here, but I'm saying, despite you seeing the prices at 46.68, these prices are really coming down again with this candle that you see here, unless these prices hit around 48, that is, and this candle closes over there like in the next 4 hours, which is 2 p.m., then that is the time we're going to see at least now the candles now for me moving up. Now we're going to get this more on 1 hour time frame. So let's see. Let's see on a 1 hour time frame what we have. Yeah, this is what we get from our 1 hour time frame. But you can see over here, this is not really gold around here. So you make sure that in US you have. So you can see we have a rejection around this area here, and these are areas that you really don't want to joke about. So in case you're planning to buy, you can't be stupid to buy at this area here. Of course you can't, but these candles are really perfect. And this market, there's one thing I want you to realize here. This is not normally trend, and this normally works all the time. Look at this candle, this market moving up here over this candle, that was really a good sign. And also another one here, this opened and moved up all the way here. Now the next candle probably that we're going to open around 12 in the next 40 minutes is going really to move around 46.64 maybe, and probably continue moving up. But I have problem with this rejection that we have around 46.95 here. But that is not even the biggest issue. The biggest issue, there's different things that you can see here. These candles are complete, so we don't really have like a place to you for this. You can see this candle moved so well. Another one at least went at almost a half of this one. We also have this one, this went back like that. So this gives this market validation to continue moving up. All right, but I have a problem with this zone that we have here over 46.99 where we are right now. So in case we move up that way and market closes above that area, now it means that one thing that we are going to have this market moving up. But at least expect the prices maybe to come back to 46.94 around that area again. Now that is why I'm saying this market is showing a very good sign of the up ones, especially if you are trading on the 1 hour time frame, as you can see here, 4 hour time frame. But still the prices are really higher. So if you are holding buys for this market, then keep holding, because we're going to get higher prices that have highlighted here of 26. But in case maybe you are buying from this zone, that is really not going to be like a device of that, because already I think the prices are really top. Look at that rejection, $10 down again. That is what I'm talking about. You need to know the places you are entering the market. You need to analyze the candles so well to know this area, is it safe, no matter how you fear. Yeah, now this is the moment where people lose money because of one thing. This is where people lose money because of one thing. Now we lose money because of FOMO. This is now what we call FOMO. Now FOMO is on the way, and FOMO is right now. Now what is FOMO? FOMO is the fearing of missing out. People now start fearing because the gold yes will be ending to 6,000. But you see, as people see these candles start moving so well like this, people now start fearing of missing out this opportunity. I can buy right now, and you end up losing everything, right? So you end up losing everything. So be very cautious on this one. So this is not a very good buying opportunity. At least let's see these prices, how we are going to be reacting from that. Find a very good entry. the prices are really very crazy right now. But in case you see this market popping all the way up, it's just a good time. But at least now you see we have really not gotten any in terms of the pattern, not yet, because when you talk about the up one, at least the market is going to stay good. So at least we need a pattern like this to give a sign that indeed the market is going to at least move up. Yeah, so this is what you're going to get at least on the 1 hour time frame. At least when you get something like this, let's say the market comes all the way here, drop again to this place, we get things like this. At least when you get a pattern like this structure, at least we are very confident that this market is really confirming to move up. So for you now to buy, for me now to buy long term on this market, now the structure has to confirm it all. So that is what I'm waiting to see doing this. Now just know one thing, we are in the shutdown. I've not checked when it is really ending, but it started on Saturday, and still, and now we have seen how dollars actually been acting, how dollar actually been just losing it just because of the government shutdown. You know what is shutdown is where the operations for the government is really shut down. People will not receive salaries, and the reason this is happening in the US is because the Congress failed to do one thing, that is to pass all the bills at the right time, like at the dot. And this is really dangerous. And also there is a problem, there's a discussion going on with the funding of the homeland securities, and that becomes another problem. So the reason dollar weakens with that statement is because people are really asking, if US is you will call yourself superpower and you're in dollar, then how comes that you don't know how to do your government fundings well? How can you not run the process smoothly? Yeah, so we start ignoring your dollar and start selling it. But this is crazy. Even if we get that kind of dollar collapsing or dollar moving down, then we get one thing. At least we need to see some pairs rising. Or when we losing the dollar, we need to expect at least some movement. Or we just need to see other pairs maybe rising, at least moving up. Something like Bitcoin. But you see, that becomes a problem. And when all market start moving down, that is gold, precious metals, you see currencies, and also you see all crypto areas moving down all at the same time. That's what you call now global risk off, right? And always a problem to the market. Now, what else did we check on this? So the gold will be checking, we'll be tracking it. The price is 46.92. So once you see 44 something there, it will actually going to be a very good opportunity, not only at trading but also for investment. Right now, if I start giving you the signals for the gold, we might have millions of them, because before even this information reaches to you via YouTube, then of course the price will have moved probably by even 100 pips, and you'll be wondering what has really happened. You are saying 46.90 and the prices I can see here is 47.20. That is crazy. That's how gold is really moving very fast right now. Scalpers trade gold opportunity, but at least when you see the market moving very sharp, that becomes an opportunity and also danger as well. So market when you see sharpness in the market, of course, just fear that as well. Good, bad. Can you please check on Euro USD? Okay. USD JPY. What is happening to the USD JPY? Yeah, you can see gold is really back. So you see there are very bad areas that you can really decide to buy. You can't buy at the top. That is the top. You can't buy from that area here. You can't buy from this zone. Now what is going to be happening to the prices of, you remember what happened here. You look at also, we end big market happening to this market, right? And this was really a very boundary reversal towards the market. And the analysis that we get from this is very simple. This is very simple. We got and drop where the JPY was actually to strengthen because of intervention. That is what really happened here. And the problem with the dollar, I know that issue is not really certain, but you can see the short really did not really last that longer. At least we went all the way to this area here. We end a very big gap that was created around 156 here. Remember now, for the people who are here, last week I was telling you we start buying the prices of the dollar, of the USD JPY. I even told you to buy. I posted some videos on the TikTok. Told you to buy at 153.5. This is exactly the sniper of it, 153.5. That was around 100 pips. But although the market went down, at least this was good, because the entry point was it 152 or 153? 153.5 was absolutely right here. I think that is when the market was realizing, and that was really incredible. That was really incredible at this zone. Now what is really going to happen here on the daily time frame? Of course, this market was moving up, and you can see at least this market is trying to move and fill this gap that was already here. Now I was yesterday planning to continue buying the basis. We want to see on the kind of sign what side the market is really doing. You can see we cannot really move. I know there is a gap that was created here, but at least this market, this candle that you see here, this market at least has to, test this region here. We move to the lowest time frame, you're going to see it very clearly. That is it. But at least you can see we have this candle was formed. We have another candle that's confusing here. We got a very good bullish candle here, and now we expect at least the next candle to hit this region, at least a gap, at least fill this gap here. Now before that, this is simple, and this is what is going to happen to this market. At least this area here. Now, I know the dollar is really losing it. Right now. But still, I gave out some of things that the Fed with how do you call this? People who control them, budget and all those things. Yeah, this is how they are going to intervene on the dollar. At least because right now we are in the dovish side, like the interest rate cut and all that. Now this is how they are going to intervene on this, at least to strengthen the dollar. That number one is liquidity tightening. That is removing dollars from the economy, and also the Fed to just start, speaking and acting hawkish. At least that's going to strengthen the dollar a little bit, all the way to the top, because right now the Trump want to stay in office, and that is now what we call political uncertainty, and this brings a problem to the price of the dollar. Now this is really what can really happen to this market. You can see we are getting a very big rejection here, but we are going to see even more of this. Let me this is just one. Remember, I want also to see, but remember the reason I'm using volume profile here, I don't really use it here because I know this comes from the broker. So I'm just using it for educational purposes here. I'll be giving you the accurate one later. I'm going to open the another tabs here. So this is just to show you, this is a lagging indicator though. This is a lagging indicator, but it's amazing as well. Amazing. So this is really going to be very amazing. And you can see there are several orders that are really being entered into the market around this area here, and we have few at the top. So it seems that people are really accumulating orders. I'm going also to check and other things here on the Honda book to see where are really people accumulating this. Are we really still buying from this market right here? Yes. So once we touch this zone here, that's the reason market actually created very low prices. So this is not a good position to all the way to the top here. Once the market start moving up, we are going to move all the way to that zone. All right. Why this market having so many orders down? Right now. Yeah, so this is not a good opportunity to buy. This is not a good opportunity to buy Euro USD. So I expect the same thing here, at least when this market comes to this zone here, but that is not going to be it. So we might be getting a reversal. This market actually might be ending down, but at least this might be it around here. So we are very close to the reversal sign and probably keep moving down. That is the signal I'm getting from this market. Allow me to open another tab here, but it take time to just explain it. Probably we'll be checking it maybe later from the another site here that will give me good entries. Where is this? Yes. So that is what we're getting from this. Euro USD is the maximum we can really get from it is here. The maximum we can get is here. So if you're probably planning to buy, there is not really a good time. It's not really also a good time. Just keep patience. You just be patient with this. I want to check. Amazing. So I wanted first of all even to start this. This is 1 minute. The other one. I want to check on. This is Euro USD. Oof, this is tough. This is beyond you. Yeah, so look at that. I'm going to put these interesting features here. on the 1 hour time frame. Yo, there's a lot of information here. So you can see it's just the same move that we are getting from the market here. I'm trying to get so allow me to put it on the other side so that we can start monitoring what we. So once I set everything here, then I'll show you. So Euro USD that we got, the market actually might be ending down. So in case probably you're planning to buy at the current price, it's not really advisable. According to what I see, the price is really, and you can see we got really bad rejection towards the upper side. Although we have a very big bullish candle on the top, so we might be getting the lower prices actually start moving downward. So we are tracking gold. You can actually blink, and the next time you're going to see gold prices 47.03, no problem. My PC is hanging out. It's bringing problems. Now that is gold is moving up, so let's see whether this candle is going to still on the harder time frame. Oh, this is tough, but we'll be checking on others, so worry not. So the prices is still here, so I don't think whether we are still done with that wound of 48. So in the next 12 minutes, we're going to see the next candle that is still going to happen. Is it really going to give us pattern? So in case maybe you're planning to buy, we wait for the pattern. This is a time. Don't be in a FOMO. So FOMO is dangerous, because once you start fearing that you're going to miss the opportunity, it's really going to be very tough for you. Now BTC is at 77 after touching 50s, so still the prices are down. If you can really check on this well, unless we get a breakout towards this market, you can see we have this big pattern that is happening to this market. Now you're going to see look at this. Now you're going to see like prices starting to creating a lower here, and the price is moving to 600, and candle here moving down. That is just how the market moves with patterns, just easy and short. Just let's see, just I'm going to create another candle here. At least it's going to move to 600, so that is what you can wait to see from there. Just showing you how you can actually look for good entries. Make sure that you go into the details of the candles before you enter. Just assume now you enter around this area, you buy, the market moves up, and then you lose everything. So you expect around 600 here before even we continue moving on the upper side. I think that the same thing happening with Ethereum. Ethereum is trading at 63, at least gaining up, but I'm expecting at least the crypto sign to start moving up, because of what has been happening. So at least we expect the prices to move up. I have invested a lot of money on Ethereum, and I'm expecting I don't know whether I can show you. I have around $2,000 of Ethereum. To Ethereum, I have just one Ethereum. So if it's hit 3,000, I'll be making $1,000 clean money. Clean money, clean money, clean money. That will be interesting, I tell you. Yes. So that is Ethereum, and I'm waiting to see the top prices right there that I've sent. And yeah. So So that is what I'll be expecting to see from this center. And we'll be checking more of this. So let's see USD JPY. That's how it's moving on the lowest time frame. That is 3 minutes. I really don't like that. But the best pair that to buy right now when the market opens is the Nasdaq. The Nasdaq price is really very low, and I think this morning will end 25,000, 1,000 drop, and I think that was really a better entry. If you could have entered, if you could have gotten any entry from the market, I think that was really best entry for you to buy the Nasdaq this morning. So those are my expectation. I'm expecting at least now gold at least to drop a little bit around 46.60, and then I can start buying again. Remember, I'm holding position from 44, and then USD JPY to also move down, and then we can just buy. Those are some of the things I really am expecting from this market, and don't have much. So because I have now problem of network, allow me now to check on the other side, because I have to do some data analysis here, what we are really getting from this. Now just slightly on who is asking the silver, so let me check on the silver. XAG the prices of the silver this morning was very low, and I think you could have bought when the prices were really at 70s, because we had achieved 70 the other before even the prices start pushing up probably to 90, 100. I think we end a very good opportunity around this area here, and I think so many people now who will be buying every time, I think will be entering because they are fearing just to miss out. Look at this. Remember, for those, there is a time actually we are analyzing around 55, so we were at 55. There's a time actually we were at 55, and you can see from that time how the prices started moving on the top all the way here. I want to see what is happening on the silver side. So we have already achieved. I'm going to go to futures, so that is what I want to have a different data today, because kindly if you join this live around 6 p.m. ensure that you join me with me before the New York session around 4. So make sure that you are here by 4 p.m. or 30 minutes to New York session. At least we can analyze. I want to give you some details, information of what is going to happen here. I want to analyze this data, everything that is going on futures, all futures, so that we can get accurate data where the market actually might touch this. But in case we move to those areas that are lightened there, it's really going also to be very important right now. And the silver is really going to recover as well. So be looking for the lower prices also for the silver. But this morning, remember, we are here at 71. So if you buy silver right now and the silver drop to 71, remember with the 0.01 you are going to lose almost 1,000 USD. If you bought this morning with the 0.01, let me show you my buying point here. My buying point of the silver is 74, 74.9. that is 75, my friend. If you can look at this, I can show you even right now. 70. I bought silver at 74. I bought silver at 74. So I was very close, because I know 73 is really low. Even if these prices go to 50, not really going to lose that much compared to a person who is like, even I'm going to even hold this for a very long time, like even 100 plus 120, even to 115, like 110. When I exit at 110, I think I'll be having a lot of money from that point there. So this is a very good opportunity for me to really buy the silver as well. But from this, where the silver is, this is a sign. You know, let me tell you one thing here. we don't really have a clear shot that the silver is really going to move up, because you can see all these kind of that we are getting from 4 hour time frame are really down. Like this is down, this is down, this is down, and also this created a low here. So unless this is an engulfing candle to start moving all the way to 90 and engulf very big candle here, probably at 93, and it closes like that. But on this, anytime these prices can go back, anytime you can get these prices moving back. Yeah, it's very likely for these prices. Don't be in a form of missing, of fearing to miss out, because you can miss a lot in that. So unless we wait for this market to align for itself until we get that one, we can even move to 1 hour time frame, we get a pattern, and that is going to be a very good opportunity for us to buy. Yes, we got up to that point. So I'm going to analyze more of this so that I just come back with a good information that is really going to help you out. All right. Yes, so that is what I'm holding. I think I'm very excited. We are starting a new month with good things, with a good profit, and God is great. I'll see you in the next one. Make sure that you are here by let's put it 6 p.m. No, we put 6 a.m. market will have opened in New York. 5 p.m. we are here live. So 5 p.m. I'll create another live here for 5 p.m. Ensure that you're here again. I'll see you then. Have a good trading week.